All right, FightHype.com. Sean Patel here with the former multiple-time super middleweight champion of the world, Mr. Froch. Carl, big fight Saturday night. Canelo Alvarez, Billy Joe Saunders. Do you think Billy's gotten under Canelo's skin at all?
Yeah, definitely. We saw that at the around the hotel lobbies and all the little bits that have been out there on social media. Canelo Alvarez has bitten a few times and had a few choice words to say back to Billy Joe. So, yeah, a little box ticked for Billy Joe in his favour for the wind-up tactics.
Yeah, because we don't see Canelo do that.
We don't know. No, we don't. And what he's been through in his life, and growing up in Mexico. And I know he spends a lot of time in California now, but even before the Rocky Fielding fight, he kind of negotiated his brother's release with the hostages. I mean, It's just amazing. You just think to yourself, what kind of life does he live? What's he involved in? And when you're doing things like that, surely a few jibes, verbal jibes from Billy Joe ain't going to bother him. But he seems to have got under his skin. He's tried this thing with a ring size, 18 foot, 20 foot, 22 feet.
How much of that was the physical dimensions? I need this room to move, and how much of it was him fucking with Canelo?
I think it was more just upset Canelo. I think that's what it was. But if he can get the ring size he wants, then he'll feel like he's ticked another box in his favour. So I'm trying to point scoring all the way up to the press conference and the weigh in, and then the ring size, all in his favour. But ultimately, it's 95% in that ring what happens.
Right. Is it a good thing that he's ticked that box, gotten Canelo ticked off? Because sometimes they say great athletes, when you piss them off, you make it worse on yourself. But other athletes, most normal guys, you rattle them, it's going to help you if you get them off their game.
Yeah, I think with boxing, if you're upset and you're fighting on emotion, it's not a good thing. So if he's wind up, if he's feeling angry, then Canelo Alvarez might just be a little bit reckless, letting his shots go. He might open a few gaps and create a few opportunities for Billy Joe to just score him from the outside. And, if he's got inside his head, he might do that. He might get a rugged performance from Alvarez. I doubt it. I think Canelo's a consummate professional. He's had over 50 fights. He's been fighting since he was professional since he was 15 years old.
Yes. So
he knows how to fight. He knows how to move himself around the ring. He's a top fighter. He's been in and beaten the best. The only guy's not beaten is Floyd Mayweather, right? This is only lost. Come close against Triple G, but Triple G hit him with some big shots and he took the shots. So he's tough. He's exceptional. He's an outstanding talent, exceptional fighter, boxer. He can have a scrap. He's got a good chin. He's strong physically. Canelo Alvarez is the ultimate fighting machine, really. He's top notch. And I think Billy Joe Saunders' only chance he's got is to wind him into a frenzy, try and get him to be careless, and then just try and outbox him and outmaneuver him. Similar to what Tyson Fury did to Klitschko in their fight. He might try and pull that off. I think that's probably his only chance.
Do you think he will pull it off?
I don't know. I'd like to think he can. I mean, I want Billy Joe Saunders to win, make no mistake there. I've got respect and massive admiration for Canelo Alvarez, as I have Billy Joe Saunders as well. But Alvarez is a special talent, and what he's achieved with his boxing career, I mean, as a four-time world champion myself, and as someone who's had a great career, I'm looking at his career with envy. He's just amazing.
You're not alone. All the champions like yourself, I've yet to hear anything but praise.
No, exactly. And it's not just about money at all for me. I've never really, they don't tick the box for me. It's legacy, and he's fought everyone. He just fought everyone. Cotto, Mayweather, Golovkin. He just boxed everybody. I remember when he ironed out Amir Khan, just iced him. Sorry, I had to get that in. But no, top fighter. I've got so much respect for him, and you want
although Khan was able to win rounds against Canelo with his lateral movement, and do you think?
Yeah, Khan's speed and movement early on, he was in the fight. But then when that shot landed.
But Billy has some of those same attributes that maybe Khan had.
Yeah.
He does, and then.
Yeah. I think Khan's a lot quicker than Billy because he's lighter.
Yeah, Khan was quicker than everybody, right?
Yeah. It was good night for Vienna when he got it off the chin. It was lights out, iced. Somebody get the stretcher. Sorry, I'll leave it alone then.
What's the chances something like that happens Saturday night?
There was always a chance. He's boxing and he can punch, and Billy Joe Saunders hasn't got an indestructible chin, has he? But I think his movement and the fact that he's naturally bigger you know, Khan was brave. All jokes aside, Amir Khan
Yeah.
was very brave. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and he's been iced a few times, and it's not good for your health, whatever you say. But he took the fight, did to be great, and he's been involved in some great fights as well. You've got to give Khan credit. The Marcus Madonna fight was amazing. He boxed really well, and you know, he's got some good wins against top fighters. He really fought as Abjuda. You know, I just wish the Kell Brook fight happened when they was both peaking, because that would have been a great fight as well.
Do you still want to see it?
One that could have gone either way. I've got no interest in that fight, I'm honest. If it was on, I'd sit and watch it. But nah, it's like Mayweather Pacquiao when it happened. It was too late. It's not even on that scale. But as an example, that fight didn't happen when it should have done. Which takes the edge off it and kills it off a little bit.
Right, and they were still fighting for world titles. You know, Conor Brook.
Khan's been iced a few times, and Brook's finished. Let's be honest, he's finished. So, if them two fights, Khan wins. If Brook wins, who cares? You know, big deal. Don't mean anything, does it? It's when something's at stake. Like when AJ fights Fury, big fight, big stake, and you know, you can't wait for that one. And this one with Billy Joe Saunders against Canelo Alvarez on Saturday, in front of 70,000 live fans. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be a great feeling. Remember them days?
Not quite 80,000 in Wembley.
Not quite 80. It's a big number, mate. 80,000 at Wembley. But it's going to be great, isn't it? It's going to be great, that fight in front of a big crowd. Can't wait. Really looking forward to it. Hope Billy Joe can pull it off. He's got the tools to do it, but he's going to have to really be at his best and box the best he's ever boxed and be quick and not get hit. Good head movement, good reflexes, busy counter punching for 12 rounds.
Well, Tyson says the key is the jab for him in this fight. Do you agree with that? Or?
Yeah, I mean, Canelo's what, 5'8"?
Yes.
Billy Joe's about 5'10".
Yes.
So he's got that height and reach. And if you can use that to your advantage, he doesn't seem that small, Canelo. Maybe because he's such a monster in the ring, and he stands quite tall. He's got good defense, good head movement.
Does that surprise you? This 5'8" guy who came from 154 is walking down guys your size.
It's a light heavyweight. Light heavyweights as well. Amazing. That beef he was eating, mate, it's good gear.